Happy New Year. Oh, I got a big topic for you all today. It's a simple topic, but it's a big one. It's going to make a big difference starting the new year. So if you want to hear this, welcome. If you've got friends that you think would like this messaging, please share this with them. I'm going to break this down really simple for you and give you one thing that we can focus on. I know we start the new year and we've got all kinds of goals, a million ideas, a million thoughts, and it can feel overwhelming. And I want to give you just one simple thing today. So if you are on live with me right now, let me know that you're on. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So let me know your name, where you're joining me from. And I also would love to know your age if you're open to sharing. Hi, Anita. Happy New Year's back to you. Hi, Wanda. Happy New Year's. Let me know your age, you guys, if you're on. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Natalie Jill, and I kill fat for a living. I love saying that. When I say that, normally you'll think that's just the fat on your bodies, and that's not what it is, although I absolutely can help with unwanted excess fat on our bodies. But mostly when I talk about fat, I'm talking about something I call false assumed truths, and they're those things that hold us back from achieving amazing goals with our lives. And as of this last year, I've really dialed in helping women especially. I can help men too, but really helping women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond. And the reason I have really dialed in on that focus is I myself am 48, and this last year, so many different changes, and really got me clear that my focus really is with women that are walking through those same changes as well. So everybody's welcome, but I love to know your age because I love to know when I'm attracting women close to my age. Hi, Joan, I see you. Hi, KG. Let's see, Julie, a lot of you in your 40s and 50s and some 60s. Hi, Lisa. Oh, happy birthday almost, Lisa. I didn't know it was almost your birthday. Julia, 49 years young. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Hi, let's see, Chantel. Did you guys have a good New Year's? This voice is not from partying too much last night. I had shared that I had actually been sick the first time in over a decade. I got sick on Christmas Day. It was a pretty intense head cold. And as of yesterday, I'm feeling a lot better, but you can still hear it a little bit in my voice. So that's why I have not been on live a lot lately. Let's see who else on. Hi, Kim. Hi, Rolanda. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Barbie from North Carolina. Awesome. Hi, Garland. So many of you. Hi, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. If you are watching the replay, also let me know that too, so I can make sure to chat with you all later. Just put replay in the comments so that I know that. Okay, here's what I want to dive into today, you all. With New Year's, I know if you're scrolling social media or you open up any newspaper, internet, anything, you're seeing so much about resolutions. And I get that can feel super overwhelming because every year you create these new resolutions, these new goals, and halfway through the year or even earlier, you're like, crap, I'm doing the same stuff and nothing's changed, right? The same stuff and nothing's changed. But I was really reflecting on this, on what has made the difference for me achieving goals, no matter what it was, whether it was writing a book or doing something in my business or achieving something with my body or my health. Many of you know I went through a massive situation with my back this last year. But I was really thinking, like, what is that one thing? What's the one thing that supports me in achieving any goal? And if you've been following me for a long time or if you've worked with me before, you're probably going to say mindset. And believe it or not, it's not that. It's not that. And I think I believed it was for a long time. I thought, okay, it's mindset. You know, you get your mind right, you change your state, you have the belief in yourself, you decide all those things are important. But I don't believe anymore that it's your mindset that changes everything and makes your goals happen. I've changed my thought on this, and this is really coming from a place of a lot of reflection. This was not something I jumped into easily because I really did believe that. I really believed that you had to have your mindset right, and that would change everything. But there was something I was missing from the equation, and it was something that I was doing, and I felt when I realized this, that I haven't been as authentic with you as I need to be because this was something I was doing and I didn't even realize I was doing it. And when I put this together, it was such an aha moment for me that, oh my gosh, if I could get people to do this, then the mindset actually changes because of it and those results happen. You follow me so far? What I'm saying here? Let me rewind for a minute. So for the last 47 years, I'm 48, I would have said to you, if you said, what's the one thing that needs to change in order to make a goal happen or to get your body healthy or whatever, I would have said it's your mindset. It starts in your head. And I no longer believe that. And the reason I no longer believe it is our beliefs, our results come from habits and actions. Habits and actions. Habits and actions. So many of you have struggled over the years with, how do I get my mind right? How do I get motivated? How do I get into a place of believing in myself? And what I want to present to you is, we might have been going about this wrong. It may not have been as simple as just changing your mindset. But what I absolutely know can work for you is changing a habit. When you change a habit and you start practicing a habit, you start thinking differently. You start taking different actions. You start becoming a different person by changing a habit. So I no longer believe that it's mindset. I think mindset's important. If you talk to anyone that's successful at anything, there was a mindset shift, but it actually starts from a habit. So the question I started really thinking about when I realized this was, okay, well, what's that habit? What is that habit that would support everything? And I really did, you guys, I've done a lot of journaling, a lot of deep diving, really trying to get to the root of this, because I had a really rough 2019. I know, did any of you have a rough 2019? I had like a doozy of 2019. I had like every possible thing that could have gone wrong in my life go wrong in my life. Like, I had massive problems in my business, not with clients or customers or programs or results, but with finances and how I was managing things and team members, and just massive problems there. I had a massive breakdown in my marriage, which I will tell you on the other side, we are more solid than we've ever been. I had a massive, massive breakdown in my health. Like, I can't even believe, it's just so perfect that I got sick at the end of 2019. It was just after not being sick in 10 years. It was like such the ending of the movie right there. But I had a skin cancer scare. Many of you knew about that. I had that Mohs surgery. I have a scar, not that big, but I have a scar there from that. I had, my back was injured again. I had to have a surgery. I had just like so much stuff go wrong in my life, in health, in finances, in my relationship, in my business. It was just one of those doozies. And I kept thinking, like, why? I had this happen in 2012. 12 years ago, I had this happen. I had a breakdown in 2000, years ago, over a decade ago, and I thought I was past this. So I was really reflecting on what got me out of my breakdown 12 years ago. And would that support me getting out of all of this? So this is what I want to share with you. So some of you have seen this, like Lisa, I know you've seen this. Many of you that have been following me or with me for years have seen this, but some of you don't know my whole story from years ago, but I want to show you this. So this is me 12 years ago. I was a very different person. Okay, this was me. And I just had my daughter. She is 12 now. So, and this is my original dog, Bean. Many of you remember Bean, who's no longer with us, unfortunately. But this was me. And I show you this picture because, yes, I had just had a baby, but I was a whole different person. I didn't have Natalie Jill Fitness. I didn't have a social media following. I didn't have my books out. I was going through a divorce at the time. I was not with Brooks. I was with my ex-husband, going through a divorce. I was very, very depressed. The first time in my life I had faced a massive, massive depression. And I was super depressed. And on top of being depressed, my body was completely out of whack. I had gained 60 pounds when I was pregnant. Again, 12 years ago, and this is not me now, but I gained 60 pounds, which I'm 5'2", y'all. So that's a lot of weight on my 5'2" frame. And it was not from hormones and pregnancy. That was from me going to McDonald's drive-thru every day, like getting fries and hot fudge sundae, extra fudge. If you know my ex-husband, you can ask him. He got it for me every day. I was eating a lot. I was not moving my body. I was full on depressed. I was in a breakdown in a lot of things. I was also back in the year when the housing market and the stock market, everything had crashed. So I was working in corporate America and my finances were completely shaken up. I was losing my house. I was going through a divorce. I was overweight. I was depressed, and I was a new mom. Okay. That was my rock bottom. I thought that was my rock bottom. And I remember for about 4 months being so crippling depressed. If any of you ever been depressed, maybe you're there now, maybe you've been there before. Have you ever been depressed? Like, it was my first time in my life that I was so depressed. Like, I could not get out of bed. I couldn't think clearly. I couldn't focus. And the only reason I kept going about my days and getting up was I had a daughter. That was it. I was living for her. I had felt like I had nothing else to live for at that time. No, I am not this person today. I am not this person today. But I was really reflecting on what changed, because was it just mindset? Was it like, oh, I read that I have to be positive and happy and decide and just that's it. Now, no, that's not what happened. But what happened is I did have to make a decision. I had to first say, I'm deciding. I had to say that. I had to make a decision, and then I had to figure out what habits I was going to create to change my life. So deciding was still coming first, but I didn't change my mindset yet because this person right here I did not believe this person here could be fit and healthy and happy. I did not believe this person here could have a business. I did not believe this person here was worthy of finding another husband. I did not believe I was going to be a good mom. I didn't believe any of those things. Those were all mindset things I was told to believe, but I didn't yet believe them. But I did decide something really powerful. I decided that I no longer wanted to be this person. I made that decision. I decided I no longer wanted to be this person. So my first question to you all, and I'm going to go on with the story of what I figured out, but right now I want to ask you, have you decided that you want to step into something new for 2019? Have you decided? Now, that could be anything. That could be your health. It could be your body. It could be your finances. It could be your relationship. It could be your friendships. But have you decided that? I'm going to ask you that first. And if you have, please write for me. Say, I've decided. I've decided. I've decided. Say, Wanda, thank you we're all human. Yes, we're all human and we're all going through this life for experiences. I do believe that. Okay, so my first question, y'all, have you decided? And if you have, please just write, I've decided. Because I want you to declare it because it's powerful, something in declaring. So this girl here, 12 years ago, that first thing was, I've decided. So now I knew, okay, I got to change my mindset. I got to change all these things. But where do I start? It felt super out of control. Like for me at the time, I didn't have financial resources. I didn't have a husband. I didn't even have friends I could talk to about it. I had friends, but it felt very fake. Like if you look back, when I was going through that, it felt very fake because I wasn't being real with people. I wasn't telling people what I was struggling with. I wasn't sharing that I was depressed. I wasn't asking for help. I wasn't looking for help. I was hiding it. So I felt very alone and lonely and inauthentic and like I had to have it all together. So I decided, but I didn't know what to do. And I felt very out of control and I didn't have the resources. So what did I do next? Many of you have heard me share about a vision board I created, and all that's great, and it really was powerful. But the habits had to change, and there's one thing I changed that supported everything. And this same very thing is the thing that got me through 2019 and that I am dialing in so hardcore for 2020. You guys aren't even, can any guesses what this might be? Anyone guess what because it's so simple, but it's not. But it's literally this one thing. And I it's so funny, y'all, because I literally cannot believe that I did not realize this for the last decade. Like I have kept saying it's mindset and I didn't realize, no, it's this thing. It's this thing. Okay, here's what it is. I knew when my life was out of control 12 years ago that I had to get control somehow of something. Maria, I love the loving yourself. I'm going to come back to that because loving yourself is really powerful too. Okay. I believe that there's a lot of dimensions to us. Many of you do too. Like we are a lot of things. We're soul, we're our body, we're a lot of things, right? Whatever you believe, whatever we are, we have one body. We have one body here on earth that we get to take care of, okay? And I want to share that many of us take better care of our cars, of our nails, just our nails, like a small part of our body, of our kids, of our spouse, of our friends, of our jobs, of our work. We take better care of everything else but our bodies, the vehicle that we're here living in. And we expect this body to achieve all these amazing goals. We expect this body to lose the weight. We expect this body to get that promotion at work. We expect this body to find our soulmate. We expect this body to be a mom, to be a friend, to be a wife. We expect this body to live many years. We expect this body to be pain-free. We expect this body to thrive. We expect a lot of this body, but what I want to ask you is, what are you giving it? What are you giving it? Now, all these things that many of you are listening are important, like spiritual faith, absolutely, Harold, huge importance, and that's a whole nother topic right now. But at the beginning of this live, I mentioned there's a habit that we have to do. There's a habit. And when we do this habit, it can change everything. And that's nutrition, you all. Okay? It's nutrition. It's nutrition. I'm going to say it a million times. What you eat, what you put in your body is what turns into the cells, what turns into what you look like, what turns into how you're moving. It's what turns into everything. Without food, we don't live. We need 3 things to live. You know what they are? Food, water, air. That's it. Yes, we can live a better life with love, spirituality, exercise, all these things, but we need 3 things or we do not live. 3 things. Food, water, and air. That's it. Without air, you die. Without water, you die. Without food, you die. We need 3 things, okay? We don't have a lot of control over our water. I mean, you get clean water. There's not a lot of choices. You can get bottled water, alkalized water, clean water, whatever. Water, we got. Air, hope you're gratitude for it every day, but we have that. Now, I can talk to you about how to filter your air, and I've got a great air filter that I recommend and use, all those things. But still, you're going to live getting air. So air, water, we get those. Nutrition, what we're eating, we can control. No, I don't mean control it in a way where we're going to look at food and say, this is bad, this is evil. Like, I want you to change your thought around this. This is not about deprivation and what we're not going to have in our diet. This is about how can we get the right foods in our body to support us. Because when you fuel yourself with the right nutrition, the right energy, not only does your body reflect it from an appearance standpoint, but you clean out your whole system and you are more focused, you've got more energy, you've got better clarity, your skin looks better, everything, pain goes away, you all. When you get back to the basics and do the right nutrition for you, you support a better, stronger body that is better equipped to handle anything and everything out there. Landa said it changes her mood too. It absolutely changes your mood too. Of course it does. So y'all, I was thinking I didn't want to be part of the diet and nutrition industry anymore. I'm going to be really real with you. This year I really went through this whole, like, do I even want to be involved with fitness and fat loss and nutrition? Like, it doesn't. And my answer, doing all this work I did this year is yeah, but I need to go at it from a very different angle. Because when I realized that very thing that changed me out of my depression, out of my brokenness 12 years ago, was nutrition and what I learned about it. And I started applying that to this year and what I've struggled with. It helped me so much, y'all. Many of you know about my back injury, and I'm not going to make a whole live right now about that. That's another topic. But, you know, I had this back injury that I had so much pain, you all. And many of you were like, well, how are you working out? How are you still doing this? I'll tell you, it was my nutrition. Because when I dialed in my nutrition and ate foods that actually supported me, I cut down that inflammation, I cut down that pain, and I could focus on what was working and move my body. Now, I did have a surgery and I have no pain now. I want to share that. But how do you think I recovered so quick from my surgery? How do you think I got through the last year before the surgery? It was nutrition. How do you think I didn't go and gain all this weight when I couldn't work out and do that? It was my nutrition. When you dial in your nutrition, you all, it changes everything. It changes everything. So back to the beginning of this when I was sharing, I always said for the last decade that you need to change your mindset first. And I'm withdrawing that. I don't believe it anymore. I think what needs to change is you get to make a decision, draw a line in the sand. I decide. That's step 1, and state it. And then you've got to follow and create new habits that are going to support you. And I'm going to suggest that the first thing you do is that nutrition. Vic, I am a nutritionist, by the way, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I can support you with this, whether it's me or somebody else. But it's changing that nutrition. It's dialing that in. It's adding in more of the good, making less room for the bad. It's not evil or bad, but making less room for it. Giving your body foods that are going to support you, help you thrive. That is something you all can control. Every single one of you watching this. Every single one of you watching this can control this. I don't care about your financial situation. I don't care about your home situation. I don't care. I care, but I'm saying for the point of this, it does not matter. Every single one of you watching this can choose right now to decide that you are going to take this one vehicle that we're given, our bodies. We have one body, you all, and we can treat it better than we're treating our cars, our clothes, our everything else. And I'll tell you right now, when we're not fueling our bodies with good for us foods that help us thrive, that create focus, that create energy, that help us turn over amazing cells. When you're not feeding yourself with that and you're putting garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. You're going to get garbage out. So food, what we're eating, what we're nourishing ourselves with is the answer. And y'all, here's the thing I also realized 12 years ago when I shared that 12 years ago I went through this initial transformation. I didn't understand, like, I thought I got overwhelmed by nutrition. I'd go online and I was like, do I not have carbs? Do I have, what is it this? Is it that? Like, it felt like information overload. Can any of you relate? Like, it just felt like total information overload. And what I want to share with you is it doesn't have to be that. I think there's a lot of marketing hype out there. There's a lot of craziness out there. And it really comes to as simple as this. And I'm going to give you the simple answer, and then I'm going to tell you how I can take you deeper into this in January if you're interested in doing this with me. And I hope you are. The simple answer to it is nature, this world, actually provides all the foods that we need in the most natural state. Your body actually knows and has access to everything that it needs. Natural, real, unprocessed foods that once grew. And I don't have a lot of rules around it, but think fruits, vegetables, plant-based foods, nuts, seeds, oils like olive oil, proteins like fish, chicken, turkey, things that once grew, natural, real food, real ingredients. Natural whole foods. Any grocery store in this country, you walk around the outside of the grocery store, you're going to find the natural foods. If you have questions like, what are those? It's not the stuff in the middle of the aisles. It's all the natural foods around. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, proteins. It can literally be super easy like that. Now, I get that this could still feel overwhelming to many of you. You're like, okay, but how much? And I want to share that it always does feel overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be. And what I'm diving deep into, and I'm doing this starting January 6th, you all, and I've got, just being real, I've got 250 of you that already said I decided and are in, and I've got spaces left, but it's going to fill up because I don't want too big of a group because I'm doing live calls with you every week, okay? But I'm doing a back to basics nutrition challenge, back to basics, and it's back to BASIX, backtobasics.me, backtobasics.me. And what I'm going to do during this challenge is every single day you're going to get a video and in text form and email. You can choose, but it'll come to both. It's going to be less than 2 minutes where I break down nutrition so simple for you. Many of you don't know, I'm actually a master sports nutritionist, a master licensed sports nutritionist. That's how when I started my business, that was the first thing that I started really focusing on. And nutrition is a gift of mine. And I have not been sharing it enough over the last 10 years because of why I said, I just figured this out, that here I've been so focused on, it's got to be the mindset and no, it's this. This is my gift. This is what I'm good at. Nutrition. I have intuitively known how to help so many people with this, and I've helped countless. I'm going to show you pictures in a minute. Countless of people I've helped with nutrition. So what I've done is I've taken the best of my work in nutrition and I've broken this into less than 2 minute videos that you're going to have every single day starting January 6th. Okay. Every day. Every one of you has less than 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to watch a video. But I'm going to teach you about nutrition in these 2 minutes in a really simple form. I'm also going to be giving you meal plans. And I've got 2 versions of my meal plans. Many of you have my books. I have 2 books in stores. One is 7 Day Jumpstart. And one is Aging in Reverse. I'm going to be giving you meal plans that are based similar to these that you'll be able to choose from. For many of you that are beginning to eating great nutrition, it'll be a plan that's similar to my Jumpstart. If you're more advanced or you want to deal with pain and inflammation, you'll have a meal plan about Aging in Reverse. But all these meal plans are going to be very simple to follow. You'll have options for swap out if you don't like foods, you're allergic to it, so you don't have to worry about that. Recipes if you like to cook, but make it really simple. So you'll have access to those. But that's not where it stops. It's not just the video and the meal plans. You also are going to have access to my Aging in Reverse community, which is a really fun community. Do you remember when Facebook first started, y'all, like the wall and all that, where we could all see each other's posts? I have a community that I built, my Aging in Reverse site, that is just like that. So you'll be able to interact with me, friends there, everybody working on these same goals, where all of your questions are answered. All of them are answered. In addition to that, I'm going to be doing a live weekly call with you on Zoom, which is great. If you've never used Zoom, it's a really easy app you'll download. But literally, I'll see you on video. You'll see me on video. It'll be like we're sitting in the same room, where I'm going to be going deeper with you about nutrition and answering every single question. So you all, you're going to be so supported over these 28 days that failure is literally not an option. I'm going to take away all of the information overload. I'm going to make this super simple for you. And I'm going to take you totally back to basics so you get results. So what can you expect during that? Like everything. I mean, not only is your body physically going to change, but more importantly, your focus, your energy, your clarity all comes back. And that supports you with every goal you've got this year. Every goal. It's going to support you with your financial goals. It's going to support you with your relationships. It's going to support you with your business. I don't even know what it wouldn't support you with, because when you take care of your body and you're doing the right foods and right fuel and right energy for you, everything works better. Everything works better. You look better, you feel better, you show up better, everything is better. Now, I've had many people ask, like, well, are you going to still do the mindset? Are you going to still do the workouts? Yes. I mean, mindset is it's woven throughout my stuff. I can't make it go away. But the focus is really going to be on creating habits around nutrition so you get results. As far as workouts, you can do any workouts you want. They're not mandatory for this. I will have some workouts for you that are optional, and all my workouts are body weight. You can do them anywhere. So I will have those for you if you want them to support you. But my goal in 28 days is to get you extreme results. I want you feeling at the end of these 28 days like this was the best thing you ever did, the best decision you ever made. You'll have so much result from this that it's just going to set you up to win for the whole year. That's what I want for you. So do you have to join it? No, you don't have to join it. You can. Is there a fee to join it? Yes, there's a fee to join it. You all, but I'm going to be real. This is like the least expensive fee I've ever charged for something. Many of you have done my full body reset or FLA before, and those programs were $500. This Back to Basics is like, it's not even $100. It's less. And this is 28 days. 28 days of accountability. Now, why am I not doing this for free? Well, let me first of all share. You don't need my programs. If you want to do this on your own for free, you can. I've got YouTube videos. I've got a website full of blogs. I got all kinds of stuff that you can do. And I've got programs. You can go to the bookstore and get my books for like $15. That's not the issue. The issue is there's a charge for this. Why? Well, why? I built a whole community around this. So there's a lot of things to support, and those cost me money to build. So I've got to cover that. But the bigger reason for this is it's an investment in yourself. So you guys know, you know this. When you have something for free, you don't take it seriously. It's true. You all know. But you invest in yourself, you've got skin in the game, and you make it stick. Always, 100% of the time. So yes, there is a fee. There is free stuff too if you want that. But this could be the best investment you've ever made in yourself. This is going to give you back your life. This is going to give you a new start to 2020, and this is going to change everything for you. So are you guys in? I hope you're in. I know many of you are saying that, yes, Landa's in. Hi, Lisa. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hi, Rita. Let's see who else is on here. And I want to answer questions if you guys have any questions about anything I talked about today. Hi, Maria. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Maria. Let's see. Yes, Landa says thank you, Landa. I appreciate that. Yeah. Craig, who is this lady? Well, you're on my page. So, there's that. Wanda, I'm excited for you too. There's many of you that are on here that are in it. I'm excited. How do you join it? You go to backtobasics with an X.me. Backtobasics.me. And that's how you join. Let's see if I can type it in here while I'm talking here. www. You go to I'm doing it on Instagram right here. Back to Basics. And then when do we, I'm going to answer some more questions. Hang on one second. Let me post this right here. Backtobasics.me is where you go. If anyone on Facebook can type that for me, that would be amazing. Thank you. Somebody just typed it for me. Backtobasics.me. That is how you join. There's still spaces left. Yes. And we start on the 6th. Why are we starting on the 6th and not today? Because let's get real. We're still coming off holiday mode. I want to give you guys some time to recover. And this gives you a little bit of time to really get in the right mind frame. The only thing you need to do to prepare, the only thing you have to do to prepare is just decide. Make that decision and say, I've decided. And if you're feeling really bold, declare it with other people, share with friends that, hey, I decided I'm doing this, and let's do this together. Nutrition is my big focus, especially in January. Once I put this together, that is that piece that I was missing. I wasn't leading with that, and I need to. Everything started to fall in place. It was the thing that kept me together this last year. It's a thing that I've helped countless with. And by the way, I mentioned I was going to show you some pictures. Some of you have seen these, but I just printed a few of them out. But a lot of you watching might recognize yourself in these situations. But like, this is my friend Nicole, y'all. This is when I met her. Before she started applying what I teach, what she learns. This is her now. Everything changed. This was not just a physical transformation for her. Like, she got her confidence back. She believes in herself. She loves herself now. Her whole world opened up because of that change. I've got countless stories like this, you all. Many of you saw this on Facebook the other day. I posted this picture. This is Melissa. Same thing. She came to me like this. And this is her now. This is her now. But y'all, this is not just about a weight loss transformation. This is about loving yourself. This is about fueling yourself. This is about giving yourself the right care, the right nutrition, the right things, and you get results. This is Terry. Here's another one I'm going to show you when I met her. Same thing. Many of you recognize this because this could be you right now. This is Terry now. Now, I'm going to be real. These are not week-long transformations. This didn't happen in 7 days. These are journeys. But it all started with this. It started with this decision. It started with changing the habits, and then they rocked it. Let's see, who else is awesome? You're welcome. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks, Landa. Let's see. You're going to join Lisa. I love it. Lisa, would love to have you. Go to backtobasics.me. Liana just wrote it here, so that's where you go. Hey, and then I'm seeing some questions. If you've done any of my programs before, you all, totally welcome to come join us in this. This is a separate program. It'll be a really great refresher for you because we're going deeper. Many of my programs before, we really focus on 3 different areas. This is very laser focused on nutrition. So we're going deep there. So that's where it's going to be different. And it will support you getting back on track, making this stick, going to a whole nother level. So love to have you. Let's see. All right. Any more questions, y'all? Let's see. I love that. Christopher, you walk 10 miles a day. That's incredible. I can't wait to start. I know, Julia, 28 days. We're going to rock it. 28 days together. I can't wait. All right, y'all. Have a happy, happy day and Happy New Year. And if you joined in late, I encourage you to watch from the beginning. And I can't wait to start working with so many of you starting on the 6th. Bye.